Hello, it is I, Hades, and today we are going to be talking about my Money in the Bank 2024 predictions. I'm not gonna make you wait. Let's just jump right into it. All right, starting out with the Intercontinental Championship match, we have Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. This match, I think, might be match of the night. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one should be really fun. This one's hard to call, honestly, because if this was like a month ago, I would say Sami was dropping this to Braun and then Sami would be in Money in the Bank, but obviously that is not the case. So I'm going with Sami Zayn retaining, but would I be mad if they pulled the trigger on Braun Breaker? Not even a little bit. I think Braun Breaker is awesome right now. He's super hot right now in terms of people getting behind him, people barking at the shows and shit. Like, he's very over very quickly, and it's because they're making him look so cool. So would I be surprised if they pulled the trigger? No, but I'm going with my gut here, and I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn retaining. Next up, we have the 6-man tag match between Cody Rhodes and RKO versus the Bloodline. Now, I'm going with the Bloodline winning. I will tell you my prediction now, because unless absolute shenanigans happens, like Jimmy Uso comes back and costs it, I think the Bloodline need to win this. I think they need a win for anyone to take them serious right now. I think they need a W in their column under the Solo Sikoa era if they want people to make it feel like he's even remotely a challenger for Cody Rhodes Championship. If they're doing that at SummerSlam, which I think they are, and I think Roman is going to come back at SummerSlam, if I'm honest. I think that's what a lot of people are saying now. I'm thinking that Roman is going to cost Solo and maybe save Cody from the championship, not because he likes Cody, but probably because he wants his championship back. So I think that's going to be the move at SummerSlam, personally. So I think giving the Bloodline a win here, maybe pinning Kevin Owens. As much as I hate Kevin Owens to eat a pin, I love Kevin Owens. I think that would be the move that they need to make the Bloodline feel at least a little bit serious. So I'm gonna go with the Bloodline, but would I be surprised if Cody and the gang win? No, not even a little bit. So yeah, but I'm gonna go with the Bloodline. All right, and next we're going to talk about the World Heavyweight Championship match between Damian Priest and Seth Rollins. Now, this match does have some additional stakes on it when it comes to who wins or loses. If Damian Priest wins, Seth cannot challenge for the championship as long as Damian is the champion. But if Damian Priest loses, not only does he lose his championship, but he has to leave the Judgment Day. Now, this really makes this whole match a lot more interesting to me. And for my prediction, I'm going with Seth winning, but I think this is going to be because Finn Balor is going to come in and maybe fuck it up for Damian Priest, or they're going to make it a close call, if anything. But I'm going to go with Seth because I do think Finn is going to play some kind of part here with all the tension that they've had, especially after this last week. I do believe that maybe Finn will make his presence known and possibly cost Damian Priest his championship, which would be crazy interesting, especially because then Damian Priest is not in the Judgment Day anymore if he loses. So maybe they have that match at SummerSlam. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor in some way, shape, or form would be pretty interesting. I would be into it. So yeah, I'm going to go with Seth Rollins winning the championship. All right, and next up, we have the women's Money in the Bank ladder match between Naomi, Io Sky, Lyra Valkyria, Tiffany Stratton, Chelsea Green, and Zoe Stark. Should have been Dakota Kai. But I will say this, I think this match will be fun. This is going to be a pretty solid women's match, women's Money in the Bank match, I should say. I'm expecting Io to do something pretty wild. She usually does if there's something high involved. I think Zoe Stark will show out a little bit because a lot of people are mad at her winning, and I'm a big Dakota Kai fan. I have been since her NXT days. I think she's really good, and I would have loved to see her in this match, and I think it would have been pretty interesting with her and Io being in this match together. I think there could have been something, you could have made some type of story there within, you know, their group, because they've been like hinting at Damage Control already breaking up. So putting Dakota Kai in here and maybe having something happen within the match to, you know, maybe speed up that process wouldn't have been bad. Even if Dakota Kai didn't win, even though I would have definitely put her to win if she was in this match. You could have a pretty marquee match between Io Sky and Dakota Kai, but who knows how that's all going to play out. For my prediction, I am going with Chelsea Green. I think logically, if we're going with logic here, Tiffany Stratton is probably the one that's going to win. But Chelsea Green with the Money in the Bank briefcase would be pure comedy all the time, and I need that. I think we all need that. I think a lot of people are wanting Chelsea Green to win because everyone knows how fun she would make the Money in the Bank briefcase, and it would be, man, the pop if she actually cashed in and won would be humongous and much deserving. She's so good, she's hilarious, and it would be super awesome to see her win the championship. So I hope that Chelsea Green wins Money in the Bank. And last but not least is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We have LA Knight, Chad Gable, Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, Carmelo Hayes, and Andrade. This match has so much going on in it that I don't know, man. I thought about this one for quite a while, I'll be honest. And to just tell you my prediction, to get it out the way, I'm going with Jey Uso. Now, the reason I'm going with Jey Uso is because there are so many moving parts in this match that it's hard to really predict who's going to win. Now, you look at this and you think, oh, maybe Drew. But Drew and CM Punk have this blood feud. And Drew took the bracelet off CM Punk's laid out body that had AJ's name and their dog, Larry. A lot of people are saying this. It would be funny if it happened. It would be cool if it happened. That AJ is going to cost Drew and push him off the ladder. I think that would be sick. I would love that so much. The pop would be crazy to see AJ Lee back in WWE. Even if it's just for that and she just never shows up again, I'd be happy. But I do think CM Punk is going to play a part in this some way, shape, or form. He's cost Drew so many times already, and after what he did to, and after what Drew did to CM Punk, I don't think he's going to just let him get that briefcase if he can help it. Then we have LA Knight. LA Knight has a feud with Logan Paul. I do think Logan Paul is going to make his presence known in this match to cost LA Knight, therefore setting up their match at SummerSlam, which I think they are going to have. If LA Knight wasn't in a feud with Logan Paul and possibly going for the US Championship at SummerSlam, I would say LA Knight wins here because I think that pop would also be crazy. Then we have Chad Gable. Chad Gable, not only does the Alpha Academy hate him, who could cost him? They could cost him. But the Wyatt Six have been stalking him every week on television, and we know why Uncle Howdy is going after people, and it's because they betray their family, you know, and he's definitely done that. So the Wyatt Six can make their presence known for Chad Gable, or the Alpha Academy could cost them as some sort of revenge as well. I mean, it would be weird for them to do it, maybe because they're baby faces, but I think that would, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Otis or Maxine, I mean, Chad broke her knee or ankle or whatever, you know, like I wouldn't be surprised about that. Then we have Carmelo, Jay, and Andrade. Jay is also in that Wyatt Six area. I think the Wyatt Six are also kind of like, they're all about people leaving their family behind, betraying them. That's what it seems like Uncle Howdy got mad at for Chad. Jay did that. He left his family behind. There's people speculating that, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Andrade, it would be so cool to see Andrade win. It'd be crazy to see Carmelo win because Carmelo is great. I really like Carmelo Hayes. I don't think they're going to pull the trigger on Carmelo yet, even though it would be great. Andrade, honestly, is probably like my second choice here before Jay or after Jay, just because of what I said before with everyone else. There's just so many moving parts, there's so many storylines going into this match that it's hard to really call. So yeah, I'm going to go with Jey Uso winning, but I don't really know, honestly. I'm just going with what I think because there's just so much going on in this, that there's so much that could happen, but it makes it much more exciting because you really don't know. You really don't know who's going to win, and that's the best. Wrestling is the best when you don't really know what's going to happen. And those are my Money in the Bank 2024 predictions. Let me know your predictions in the comments down below. Let me know what you're feeling. Let me know what you're thinking about this PLE, pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it. But until then, I will see you next time.